For those who love baked potatoes, there's a quicker way to go if you love your baked potato with the works in it. You put 1 cube of softened butter in a bowl with 1/2 cup of sour cream. This is a 1/4 cup measure, so I need 2 scoops of that sour cream. And I like sour cream, so those aren't level scoops. And we'll blend this together and then we'll add 2 more ingredients. Oops, get in the system. So those are whipped together.
Looks like whipped cream.
This looks like a lot, but it's 2 cups of sharp cheese and about a tablespoon of chives. These are freeze-dried. Fresh chives would be lovely. Can you hold that?
How about just dried ones you buy it?
Or dried chives. Or you could use onions, just the equivalent of... Well, that didn't work too well. Fold in the cheese and the chives to your mixture that you've already created. And,
It's quite stiff, isn't it?
well, it shouldn't be. Make sure your cream cheese is not straight out of the refrigerator like I pulled mine. And the cheese was straight out of the freezer. So it works better if you're only doing this the one time, because look at how many potatoes this will serve. So, Joanne, give me more cream, sour cream. I'm adapting the recipe because this is seized up and I really want it to be more malleable, but this will give you an idea that you really can't mess up sour cream and butter. And the exact ratio doesn't matter. So now I've added more than it was 1 part butter to 1 part sour cream, and now I've got about 1/3 more sour cream than butter. But this is the right texture that we're looking for.
Yeah, that's much easier to stir.
Yeah. This is supposed to be, you just fold it in. So the point is, instead of every time you have potatoes, you pull out each element. This is all combined. You like chives? They've kind of disappeared in here, but there are plenty of chives, so you could add more. Or you could add, I'm thinking if you like bacon bits could go in this.
Garlic?
Whatever you like on your topping. So now we have baked potatoes here for our samples. And I'm going to show you, when they came out of the oven, I plumped them. And now just with the fork, we're talking laziness here. If you just stab that in a kind of cross formation so that when you push, there, that opens up just beautifully. Let me repeat that. So you kind of stabbed in one long line across the lengthwise and then go crosswise across. And there it is, all plumped up. Now again, when it came right out of the oven, I squeezed this. This is why this works so well. And we have 3 prepared potatoes. So we'll be back in just a moment with the taste test. Now for the taste test, and then I'll give you another hint about storing this spread.
Yummy.
Really? Now if it happens you don't like chives, leave them out. If you want to add other things, add them in. If there's too much cheese the first time you try it, you adapt this to whatever it is. But I think it's an excellent idea to have everything combined so that you can do it. Now,
I'd probably use a little more on mine. I've got a must have a
okay.
little bigger potato
All right.
than you did. So.
probably. So you can adjust that. a way to have it ready whenever, say, especially small groups. This wouldn't even be enough for Sunday dinner for my big extended family. But if you're just living with 1 or 2 people and you want to bake just the potatoes you need, it's nice to have whatever size you decide is an adequate one. And if it's this size and it's not quite big enough, then thaw 2. So what I like to do, pretend this is a cookie sheet. I pre-scoop these generous dollops and then flash freeze them in the freezer, and after they're frozen on the cookie sheet like this, then you just store them in a Ziploc bag. When you do that, it's important to remember to take this out and let it thaw while you're baking the potato. And then really for very little effort, you have a nice topping for your potato.